Have you ever had a moment of pure, blinding anger? A flash so intense it feels like it could burn down the world? For one man, that feeling wasn't just a fleeting emotion. It was a turning point that changed his life forever. Picture this. You're at a crossroads, every path shrouded in fog, and each step you take feels heavy with consequences. For him, that moment arrived without warning, and in an instant, the life he knew was gone. He wasn't always like this. There was a time when his laughter was infectious, when his presence could light up a room. Friends trusted him without a second thought, and his future seemed bright. But deep down, something was brewing. A quiet frustration simmered beneath the surface, a pot left on the stove too long, slowly building pressure until it inevitably boiled over. It all started with the small things, didn't it? A harsh word snapped at a loved one. A door slammed in frustration. A long, resentful glare that said more than words ever could. These moments seemed insignificant on their own, like tiny waves lapping at a cliffside. But over time, those waves of anger eroded everything. They chipped away at his relationships, undermined his career, and hollowed out his very sense of self. Then one day, it happened. The anger didn't just simmer. It exploded. In a heated argument, a torrent of words he could never take back flooded out, cutting deeper and causing more damage than he could have ever imagined. In the silent aftermath, he watched as doors that were once open to him slammed shut. Friends who had been his rock simply disappeared, their numbers deleted, their presence a ghost in his life. Opportunities he had worked so hard for slipped through his fingers like sand. The price for that single moment of uncontrolled rage was staggering. It wasn't just a lost argument. It was a lost life. Looking back at the wreckage, he could clearly see the path of destruction his anger had carved. It was a thief that had stolen his joy, his connections, and his peace. But in the quiet emptiness that followed, amidst the rubble of what used to be, a different feeling began to emerge. It wasn't just regret, though there was plenty of that. It was a flicker of something new, a quiet, determined resolve. The destruction had been total, but in its wake, it had also revealed a stark, undeniable truth about what truly mattered. His story is a powerful reminder that anger isn't just an emotion that happens to us. It's a choice. It's a decision we make in the heat of the moment, a decision about how we respond to pressure, how we treat others, and ultimately, how we treat ourselves. It's a choice about whether we let it consume us or whether we learn from its fire. Unchecked, it will cost us everything we hold dear. But it can also be the very thing that forces us to look inward, to understand our triggers, and to begin the difficult work of rebuilding. When that flash of anger rises in you, and it will, remember his story. Remember that while it has the power to destroy, it cannot steal your power to choose a different path. It cannot take away your chance to forgive, to heal, and to start again. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content that makes you think. See you next time.